Good morning, good morning. Well, good afternoon. It is morning to me. I slept long. Nice and late. I was up early. Well, late, early, whatever you want to say. Hanging out in my game room, listening to music and watching old 80s horror movies and playing Kirby.
Good morning, chat.
In fact, my daughter woke up at 3 o'clock in the morning and heard the sounds of Kirby coming from the game room and said, "Oh, you can't."
I did not realize.
That's it.
Good afternoon, everybody. It is me, Pockets. I just woke up too.
Having
Technical difficulties.
some musical difficulties.
Hopefully that's not an issue. Though, thankfully, there's nobody here right now. Nobody heard that. Hello, Sock Goblin. Hello, Blades. Apparently somebody heard the technical difficulties. I was wrong. Let the record show that for the first time today, I was wrong. First time today. Because there's going to be many more times I'll be wrong. I'm sure of it. Music's too loud, too quiet. Let me know. And I will adjust. Sorry if I sound tired. I'm not tired. I'm actually very awake. I got a lot of energy. But I woke up like 30 minutes ago. Don't blame Tiny Voorhees. Blame the Mrs. Voorhees. She unplugged the audio jack from the PC so she could plug it into the back of the TV and put stuff on the TV while Blood and Beans is going on. I mean, Pockets, see, when I say I woke up 30 minutes ago, Pockets woke up like 60 seconds ago. Good morning, Creepy Clown Girl. How are you? Good afternoon. I'm sure some of you it's still morning, which is cool. So that's good. For me, it's afternoon. I woke up a little bit later than I wanted to, but I slept for 9 hours, like straight, like a log. It was great. I have no idea, Sock Goblin. I would take an educated guess or a shot, but like, I've got absolutely no information at all.
What?
Oh. Sock Goblin's gonna start streaming on Twitch. That's cool. Send me a link. That will be at work or something along those lines because I'm usually busy as all hell. But send me a link and I'll at least check it out and I'll share it around and stuff like that. So I will do my best. If I'm there, if I'm around and not doing something, I will make it. This week after work, usually after work, I have to come home and I have to do some video work. And then I usually play Population 1 with my friends on Wednesday. And then Thursday's bar night, which is like everybody gets together and we all play Among Us. It's actually a lot of fun. This week, though, is going to be even more crammed. I'm actually probably going to have to cut out Population 1 this week because I have to get ready to go to camp. Which means I won't be here this weekend, which means I have to do all my narrating and any would-be video editing this week before I go. So I have to do all the stuff I normally would do.
Wait, we're going next weekend?
This coming weekend. It's Adam's wedding. Yeah, man. August 20th.
Wow.
Today's August 14th. My
What
brother's
is
wedding
time?
is
I
in
have to-
6 days.
Oh,
6 days.
time.
Mm-hmm. It's almost time for you to go back to school.
I know.
Hence, we did back to school shopping. You should see these adorable little outfits. Well, that she bought for herself, which is really funny that she took her money and bought her own clothes. It actually looked really nice on her. Dresses and stuff. I was surprised. Shiloh went out, used her own money to buy dresses.
Well, not just dresses.
Not just dresses, but
Like
it was
pants,
among the group.
Skirts.
And we bought her some shoes and the school supplies and stuff like that. But we also got her some more clothes. And everything this kid wants, though, is like everything I suggested was nah, Mom, I'm not 7 anymore. I'm not into cats.
Cat pants.
I'm not into cat pants. She likes cats, but not cat pants. But everything, I was like, I have an idea. So I started suggesting everything that was absolutely jet black. And she liked it. She's like, yeah, I'd wear
And the
that.
pants that I got were checkered.
Checkered,
Like,
black and white, which will go great with all the black other stuff that we got you. Like a crop top jacket,
That one I chose.
completely black
And
undershirt.
it's not that much of a
Lay down.
We also got her a black fleece with a little zip up thing, collar. She's gonna look nice this year. Ever since this child was a baby, a little bean in a little bucket called a bassinet, though she usually liked to sit in her car seat.
I used to put her in
That's
the
what we-
basket if I had to do housework.
She loved her car seat. This kid didn't want to be in her bassinet. She didn't want to be in her swing.
Oh,
She
my kids
wanted
love
to
the swing.
be
She hated
in.
the damn thing.
She wanted to be in her car seat. So
Well,
she'd
she
be
wanted to
in
be
her
a
car
front
seat
spinny
on the floor in the living room, in her car seat with a bottle, watching TV.
Yeah. Or in her big.
Like her little portable chair.
Or in her big.
But ever since this thing was a little bean, I have been playing dress up.
Yep.
I used to dress her up in little outfits and then take pictures and then dress her up in another outfit, take another little picture.
Not a doll.
It was fun.
You can't do that anymore.
No, but I can suggest clothes for you at Walmart and you're like, oh, this is nice. So,
Let's go to Hot Topic next.
it's,
No.
no.
I keep trying to tell you, just because my entire wardrobe is black and white and looks like a 50s camera does not mean that I'm goth.
I used to go princess. I had like 15 pockets.
She would like that.
What?
He said he wants to send you one of his t-shirts. Plain white t-shirt with his icon. See? She said she would. Shiloh goes goth. You're going goth, kid.
No, I'm not.
Actually, it's kind of funny because she's dressing like I used to when I was that age. Except for she's always wearing stretch pants.
We do have oh, I want to show. Might as well do it here on the stream. Let's see if I can find it. I want to show my wife my brother's picture of getting ready for his wedding. She has not yet seen it. My brother posted up. What?
It's okay. I don't do it anyway.
You still wouldn't find it funny?
I can see Adam doing.
I'd love to see it.
I
Like-
got. I'm like, you don't have to show me. I can picture it in my mind. I've known the man for 16 years.
Bop, bop.
Papa.
Bop to start.
A little inside joke between me and the child from this morning. Let's see. Adam episode. Muggum. Okay. Right there. Right at the top. Adam Epic Wedding. That.
Yep, that's just how I
Okay,
pictured
audio.
it.
Everybody who's listening on audio, by the way, so the entire stream, it's Dad's brother who made a bed basically out of.
It's like
Beer.
two
Beer
beds.
cans.
There's a whole nother chair on that side. Like, it's twice the
A
length
bed
of
in
him.
a chair, and he's sitting on it.
It's twice the length of him. There's. Wow, it's too deep, too, because that's not one case of Coors. What is
It's
1,
three
2,
cases.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Okay, so 30 packs of beer, different kinds of beer, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cases of different kinds of hard alcohol, like liquor. And then he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 20, 21, 22, 23 12 packs of soda.
Is there cream soda?
That AW there, he said these 3 are root beer. I'm guessing that's cream. Looks like there's 20.
Oh, and it's the good.
That's what she wants to know about.
I like the cream soda.
Is the soda. The man is thirsty. You want to hear something really awesome? This is funny. My buddy.
Hi, Emily.
Hello, you're fine. Hello, Emily. How are you? My buddy, Sean A. from Halstead. I told him because on Labor Day weekend, couple of friends right here from inside the chat. One of them being Wrath of Blades, and the other one isn't here currently, but most of you know who he is Somber Puppet. Both of them are coming to Locust Lake with me Labor Day weekend, which is 2 weeks after my brother's wedding, which is this coming weekend. So 3 weeks. They're going to be coming to Locust Lake with me. And my buddy Sean A., who is very excited to meet them, was saying like we should have like a really like an epic weekend. And I was talking, I'm like, well, all right, let's get a half keg of beer. But we didn't really decide like what kind of beer do we want. So I was thinking, I'm like, does Sam Adams do kegs of cherry wheat? So he's like, I'll check. He calls me last week and lets me know that he had the distributor had to order one, but they have it. And then he gave me the price, and they're going to wait for us to pick it up. And then we go to bar night last week, and he tells me that the second distributor he called them and said that they have a keg ready for us to pick up. So apparently, he didn't tell either one of these places to order it. But apparently there are 2 kegs of cherry wheat of which to choose from. And a keg of cherry wheat just sounds amazing in itself.
And then 2 cases.
Yeah, we're not going to get the 2 kegs, pretty sure. Though Sean A. said he might opt for it and just buy the second one himself, so we might end up with 2 different kegs. But yeah, Somber and Wrath are going to be coming to the camp, and they're going to be drinking some cherry wheat drafts and enjoying Labor Day weekend with me. And it's also going to be a very crazy time, if not more crazy than my brother's wedding. So I know I'm very much looking forward to this. It should be a lot of fun.
Heck yeah, man. We're just hungry. And I'm not even drinking.
You don't have to. That's the thing. Even with all that, it'll be a lot of fun even without the drinking. I'll be able to show them around Halstead, where Rex's used to be. Show them the $1 Million Highway. Could probably even go down the $1 Million Highway, at least a little bit. I don't know if I want to take the Explorer or the Subaru all the way down through the $1 Million Highway. But
Big Explorer.
I don't want to take anything down the $1 Million Highway. I don't know how ruddy it is out there. And the last time I took a car out there, I ended up with a flat tire, which is not fun.
We could walk.
Being broken down in the middle of the $1 Million Highway. And for those of you that don't know what the $1 Million Highway is, there's a story I wrote about it called The Fence Down the $1 Million Highway. But the backstory to what that place is a 100% true backstory. It's a place that does exist. It's in Halstead. And it actually runs the length of Halstead to New Milford, but through the woods. They actually have turned it into a national game preserve. So you're not allowed to like go out there and like leave litter and stuff like that. There's no camping or anything, and you can't hunt. It's just it's just game preserve. So like the animals can be there and flourish. But the reason it's there is when they were building the highway, Interstate I-81, long time ago, they were going to run it there. And the town was paying the taxes for this highway that was being built, running the length, the portion going from Halstead to New Milford. But the highway department decided to move the highway probably about another mile or two closer to the town itself. So it ran closer to the town instead of where the $1 Million Highway was. So after they cleared out all this land and made a dirt road that went through these two towns, they decided to put I-81 closer to the town instead. So the town ended up paying, legend goes, $1 million for this road that exists between Halstead and New Milford that never ended up getting used, which is why it is called the $1 Million Highway. It's a 15-minute drive on a dirt path through the wilderness from one town to the other.
Wowie.
And there are stories from, that little stretch of land and little spooky things, and tidbits of information. Though a lot of the things in Halstead, the scary stories, have to do with the police.
Police.
The spooky, scary police. I have to wash our lamp.
That's a sentence.
It is a sentence.
That is a sentence. That's a weird sentence. Just I have to watch my lamp's gotta
I will keep that in mind, Sock Goblin. But
the squirrels are at the rave, man. They're having a good day.
they were. So, a little tidbit of information about the
history lesson.
$1 Million Highway. The Devil's Punch Bowl is also a real place. A lot of those landmarks and backstories that we give. The train going off the tracks and going in the punch bowl, and the bodies in the train never being recovered because it was so deep. And that's a real story from where we used to party at the Devil's Punch Bowl. Sitting here, just bopping, thinking, waking up. Please excuse the bouts of silence.
Just breathing in the crisping of the cigarette, of which you just had one.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
That was like 10 minutes ago.
Oh my god! You should be able to go and turn the cigarette.
When I'm able to afford it, I'm going to get another vape.
Me too.
I like my vape again.
Oh, I need another.
But unfortunately,
I
we
need a
had to
tank.
pay $2,000 for the Explorer to get fixed. Though I will say, when I went and I talked to my mechanic, like I said, he's an older dude. It's not like a Monroe muffler or anything. It's not a chain shop. It's just this guy's shop. Really, really nice guy. The kind of guy that'll drop the car off in the driveway, give my daughter the keys, and knows that I'll be down there to see him at the end of the week, to the point where he doesn't even give me a call. Didn't even tell me how much the Explorer was. And I tried calling him all day Friday. Apparently he had the day, he had to do something. But I went down Saturday to see him. Yeah, I was worried about him. But he still didn't call me. Nothing. So I drove down there Saturday. I drove down there yesterday, and he was there. It was closed, so I was about to pull out, but he came running out the door.
And I'm like, wait, he's running out the door.
So, but car it was $2,000 worth of repair. But he told me everything he did. He fixed a leaking brake line. He fixed 2 oil leaks for me in the front end. He also fixed the emergency brake, and for that he had to take the whole rear axle off. He told me that, if he left it, he could lose his ass. So, but the emergency brake was gone. on that thing. He had to replace that.
The caliper.
He had to replace the rear shocks. Both of those were gone. Explorer was bouncing. Every little pothole, man. That thing was bouncing all over the place. Yeah. Had a frozen caliper, bad rotors, bad brake pads. But he basically rebuilt the back end of my car, of the Explorer. He rebuilt the back end of it. And for all that work that he did, really, $2,000 wasn't too bad, because it's like $1,000 in parts alone. And he had to work on that for a long time to get all that stuff done, especially the emergency brake. So, it wasn't terrible. And, you know, he's like, make payments. I mean, I don't want to make payments. I'm going to just pay him off this week, but he's a really nice guy. Just be like, yeah, make payments. Here's your car. Call me and pay me when you can. And
where did the topic of chaos sprout up?
it's been a thing.
Chat is just like very chaotic.
Ever since you mentioned cream soda. Must have something to do with that.
The cream soda. The cream soda of chaos.
Hello, dog lover. How are you?
Hello, dog lover. Welcome to the chaotic chat.
Welcome to the chat. Sit closer so you're not yelling from the other side of the room. Move some stuff. Pockets would like to join the Blood and Beans, so I told her to sit a little bit closer. Fear is an illusion. Fear is a fog. It's in your mind.
Fear
It's just something that prevents
Swiss
action.
cheese. Chaos.
Fear is an expectation of a possible future that may or may not come to pass.
We are the big good. Dog lover. We are the big good.
No, he'll never understand the origins of
Make sure
chaos.
you keep that car receipt so I can put it up there, because that one's definitely tax deductible.
Alright.
Okay.
Doug told me to save all car repair receipts. All car repair receipts are deductible.
I'll have to find it.
Since we have,
He's like too
he
late.
said since we have
I think
now
it's
2
in the
good
glove
cars.
box.
Like I called him about it. I said since we have 2 new cars, he said
Sit.
yeah, definitely.
Closer.
He said
Move the
definitely.
blankets. There you go.
You know, make sure you take pictures too. He said on your car.
How are you, chat? We haven't asked this question
Yeah,
yet.
how is
are
everybody
you?
today? I think I did when I first started and there was nobody here.
But there, like, yeah, there was nobody there. You were talking to me there.
I'm talking to the people that are going to tune in later. The people that click on the live stream after it's over. Which does happen. It's not a lot of people, but people still do it. So talk to them too. There is nothing to fear but fear itself. Fear is an illusion. Fear is literally, it's you. Fear is all you. I mean, in some instances, it's good. Like, you know, your unknown future is a probable outcome, and yeah, that should be avoided. I should not eat this poison, because it'll likely kill me, or at the very least be very painful. Like, yeah, that's good. Don't eat the
I
poison.
will eat the poison.
But like most times, fear is completely unsubstantiated. It's something that is just you. It's you recollecting a past experience and trying to avoid the same outcomes. But this is a new situation. It's a lot of different new variables, but people get guarded. Fear is just, it's a smoke that people hide behind.
Guys, what's everybody's thoughts on spaghetti?
Happy birthday, dog lover.
Oh, happy birthday!
Is that in dog years or people years?
Very excited. She loves dogs. She's not a dog.
I know that. It's like I love cats and dogs and chipmunks.
And gerbils?
No, actually, I do not like gerbils.
Oh.
Happy birthday to your sister as well.
Happy birthday, sister! I don't know your name, but happy birthday, sister.
Blood and Beans is going to be a little bit shorter today, only because there are some things I'd like to do. And when I mentioned them to Shiloh got very excited. I would like to mow the lawn. I would like to clean the bedroom, and I would like to go on a hike. Yes, not in that order.
You want to go down to the river?
No, I'd like to go on a little bit longer of a hike than just to walk across a patch of forest.
A patch of forest.
Like, I'd actually,
We're going to go to the waterfalls.
that'd be cool. I'm cool with that.
Mom, you go uphill like twice.
I know, but we're smokers, so it's okay. I'll bring my inhaler and my carnitine together. I will be armed with inhalers. One for allergy and one so I
It'll
can
be
breathe.
fun. It's about time that, I took the family on a hike. We've been so busy this weekend, or this summer. It's barely had time. Even going to Lake George was like forced. It was still like in the middle of chaos. Like nothing had really
It was
settled
fun,
yet.
though.
We had fun. We
The
did.
wave
We had
pool was
fun.
I almost drowned trying to
But
find
this
Shiloh Peg.
summer has been absolutely crazy. Yeah, I took a month and a half away from going to camp so I could get some things, in order around here. And it's been 3 times as many things that I had to get in order than what I'd planned on. So, spaghetti's amazing.
Spaghetti is amazing.
Well, the
I
question
like
is,
it.
what vehicle do you want to take? Do you want to take the Explorer or you want to take the Subaru?
Where? On the high?
Yeah, we're going to drive there.
I don't
Ever
know.
since there's no gas.
Why do you guys keep
I
making
can put
me,
gas in the Explorer though. That's not a problem.
Why do you guys keep making me
I don't need to
decide
fill it
things?
up. Throw $10 in it. We're good.
I don't like decisions. They make my brain hurt.
I'm sending sugary soda. She has enough sugary soda. This
No.
kid is addicted to
We
Coca-Cola
have nothing in this house of the sort.
because you drank it all.
I didn't even get it this weekend because I forgot. I didn't want to walk to the other end of the store.
I'll only stop in and get an energy drink, so I'll get you a soda.
Coca-Cola.
I need my caffeine. The Subaru we just bought. The Subaru it's new to us. It's a 2000.
Subaru.
It's a 2006. It's got 125,000 on it, but for a Subaru that's nothing. And it's been, now that we figured out what was making it overheat, it's been running great. So I'm happy with it.
We are the big hap. I do kind of wish it had air conditioning though. Just throwing that out there.
It's fine now. It's not hot outside.
But like,
It's not like 100 degrees,
still though.
which is nice, and it has heat.
Yeah. I like toast. Yeah, decision kind of.
That's crazy. Yeah, I don't know if I'd want it more sugary. I've actually cut, I'll drink soda on the weekends and stuff, but basically I've cut most sugar now, out. I don't seek out candy.
Minus the Red Bulls.
Red Bulls are sugar free. I drink the sugar free ones.
Wait, there's sugar-free Red Bulls at your place? At the
Yeah.
work?
Yep. Most people aren't drinking them because they're sugar free. I've been pounding them. That's what I drink. I drink all sugar free energy drinks now. Energy drinks are usually loaded with sugar. There's usually so much. I didn't realize it. That's what made me cut out the sugary energy drinks. And I'm like, well, I still really like energy drinks. And I was like, I don't want to drink the sugar free ones though because they're gross. And honestly, they're really not. I started drinking the sugar free ones, and especially I guess once you cut out sugar for so long,
It becomes normal.
Yeah, the sugar-free ones taste sweet to me.
My least favorite thing is when I go to the gas station and then I accidentally grab a zero sugar Coca-Cola because zero sugar Coca-Colas don't taste good. They taste sad. And they taste like they need sugar.
See, I'm okay with sugar-free. I don't like diet.
I'm okay with diet.
I can't stand diet drinks.
No, it's because of the saccharin taste.
Yeah, yuck.
It's that nutriously, and the aftertaste is caused by the saccharin. And it's funny because people who don't use natural sugar, you're drinking chemicals. Good idea.
Chemicals is no. Saccharin's not bad for you.
Saccharin is not. Whatever. Okay.
It's not. When they looked into the studies, they were actually taught about it in school. When they were testing saccharin to see if it was cancerous, they were injecting the saccharin into the same spot over and over and over and over and over
And they
again.
probably use the same goddamn needle and the same fucking
You
rabbit.
You can inject water in the same spot over and over and over and over and over again and find cancerous cells.
Believe it or not, they say cancer is, a lot of it is genetics.
Yep. Not 5 minutes, it's already like a horror movie. Yes, cut out sugar. Dude, I am not... I sit at a desk all day. I like to play video games. I write. None of these things really are,
Movement.
synonymous with exercise. I was getting a little large. I used to work construction, so I used to move my body, and then I got a desk job, and I've had a desk job now for years. And I realized I was gaining a lot of weight, especially over COVID. I'm still not the kind of person that likes exercise. I like to go kayaking. I haven't gone this year because the summer has just been absolutely freaking insane. I like to go hiking. Haven't done much of that this year either for the same reasons. But I also don't want to be large. I cut out sugar, just sugar, and I have now lost almost 8 belt notches just from cutting out sugar alone. Cutting out sugar has made me severely drop weight. I still have a dad bod, but it's like I'm not a dad blob. Stress, paranoia, and cut out sugar. That's my diet. That's the Sabian diet. Live your life stressed out, paranoid as all hell, and cut out all sugar. So, and also drink large amounts of caffeine.
It is coming from the joke I made the other day about living off of stress and iced coffee.
No, but
No.
sure. No, that's literally just how I live my life. There was actually one of the people at work was talking to me about how many energy drinks I drink. They're like, I'm worried about you. You drink a lot of those. I'm one, HR guy. So the next day I went to him. I said, I'm just gonna let you know, I'm gonna start taking the caffeine back a little bit. I'm gonna start with, cut myself off maybe 700 milligrams a day and start with that. And yes, I know that still sounds really high. Sabian, the overdose limit is 500 milligrams a day. I know that.
Wait, what?
But overdose limit
You were
on
pushing like 1,000.
yeah, I usually push like 1,000 milligrams a day of caffeine. A lot. I wake up in the morning, I drink a ton of coffee, and then I switch to energy drinks. And because work has free energy drinks, I drink them all day long. And then I'll come home and I'll pop an Impact, which is 3 times as strong as a Red Bull. So I drink a lot of caffeine. So like I said, I'll take it back to 700, and we'll start there. It still sounds really high, but that's still knocking like 300 off my normal daily intake. But I looked it up, what the long-term effects of caffeine are. Yes, really, I am addicted to caffeine. One of the byproducts of going to college, I think. And then, work has free Red Bulls.
How could you not?
Oh.
So, like, I'm not just going to cut out caffeine when I finally work at a place that gives me free energy drinks.
Yeah, that wouldn't be lucrative.
No, I drink the 12-ounce cans. Those are 112 milligrams of caffeine. And then I also drink coffee. Coffee is about 70 to 80 per 12-ounce cup.
Yep.
I'm drinking 16-ounce tumblers, so 2 or 3 of them. You're figuring probably about at least 200 to 2, what's 80, and 80. That's 3 12-ounce cups, and then you add the 16-ounce on top of it. So I'm probably drinking about 300 milligrams just in coffee in the morning. Then I'm switching to Red Bulls. I'll drink 3 of those. That's another 330 some odd milligrams.
Math.
So that's 630 something just in those. Then I'll also usually drink an Impact one at work. I'll usually pop one of them. That's another 230 on itself. So you went from 630 at 860. And then, like I said, I'll come home and I'll usually drink one more Impact when I get home.
That makes you over 1,000.
And that puts me at about 990 milligrams, give or take. So that's usually my regimen. I drink a ton of caffeine every day. I'm addicted to caffeine. I love caffeine.
My brain hurts.
Huge fan of caffeine. But I went and I looked up the effects of it. There's short-term effects of overdose, and then there's long-term effects of overdose. Now, the short-term effects, I know exactly what they are, right? Because I've overdosed before. The reason I can drink this much caffeine throughout the day is because I have a really high tolerance now. But if I do push it, like if I just start drinking Red Bulls over and over and over and over, I can surpass a certain point where I do start to feel kind of sick. The world's kind of spinny.
Agreed, Emily.
It's not, like, I know what overdose short-term is. So I know how to avoid the short-term effects. The long-term effects of high caffeine intake are, this is what they are: insomnia. Sleep is for the weak. I love to sleep, but I don't really like taking the time to do it. Sleep's for the weak. Cool. I'm cool with insomnia. Next, paranoia. I just said. Paranoia and stress is how I live my life. I'm totally fine with being paranoid. Paranoia is perfect awareness. I want to be able to stay perfectly aware. Check. Last side effect for long-term side effect for caffeine is possible. There's studies, and a lot of them are pretty darn credible, that it helps to prevent Alzheimer's and dementia.
It helps to prevent.
So, no sleep, sleep's for the weak, paranoia, perfect awareness, and no Alzheimer's disease or dementia when I get older. So, I'm good. Any insomnia is bad insomnia, except, I don't know, I sleep fine. Like, when I need to go to bed, I go to bed. I sleep. I usually sleep about 5-6 hours a night. And that's fine for me. And yeah, it's not always uninterrupted. Sometimes I gotta get up or whatever. I'll wake up. But that's what I get, about 5-6 hours a night.
If I had 2 superpowers, if I had to choose 2 superpowers to have, one would be the ability to have any food, like whenever, and 2, the ability to just sleep whenever. Just close your eyes and be like, I want to sleep now.
I can do that.
I can't.
I wasn't able to for a very long time. I actually did not learn that trick until I was about 23 years old.
Well, great.
I
I
was
have to
able
wait
to
another year.
no,
Another 3 years. Whoa.
Train your brain. 23. Train.
Your brain
Yeah. You have to train.
is dumb. And it won't let me train anything.
Thank you. No, I learned that I have a very vivid imagination, a very vivid brain. So, like, if I picture counting sheep, like, I can picture every detail. And I've learned that if I don't move and count backwards from 100, don't move. Just lie. If I move, I have to start over. If I open my eyes, I have to start over. But if I lie perfectly still, get comfortable and lie completely still and count backwards from 100 and
See,
picture
that's-
every number in my mind as I'm counting backwards, I've never, ever made it to 1. Ever.
I have.
Never. But I mean not move. Lay
I know.
there perfectly still,
But see, but
count
how do you get
slow.
comfortable? How do you be comfortable?
That's the trick. That's
I don't know the comfort.
that's the trick. You
I
have
know
to
move.
get yourself.
Think about random things such as why the Pringles man looks like the Monopoly guy.
This is
but
why
going
I
through
said
midlife crisis.
you have to train yourself.
I can't. We have to get my the melatonin things. Melatonin.
I know.
numbers. We don't know.
I know. We would like to start trying to train your brain a little bit too.
I'm
You did pretty.
fried.
No, you actually did pretty good. Yesterday, I'm proud of you. You did good. You went to bed early. You didn't mean to. You went to bed early. You woke up at 3 for a little bit. Did you stay awake? Because you said you woke up at 10. So when did you go back to bed?
I don't know. Like a few minutes after
We all did?
the curb.
Yeah. Okay. So you woke up at 3, watched me play Kirby for a few minutes, and went back to sleep. Then you woke up at 10 o'clock and did your chores. Right now, you are on your schedule.
I'm on the schedule.
When you get tired today at like 8, 9, 10 o'clock tonight, when you're laying in bed with your Switch or whatever you're doing, put it away.
I know.
Feed into the time. Oh, I'm tired now. Cool. I'd like to sleep.
Yeah, I've
Put it
started reading
away.
a lot more.
That will help you.
I found a book behind the entertainment
That will
system
help you. Feeding you
and I-
melatonin is a short-term fix. It's not a long-term
I
cure.
know, but it helps train the
I
brain.
know. We'll get there.
Welcome to the Insomnia Club, people.
Hello, leader. How are you? Sorry, I've been kind of jamming. Breakfast sounds amazing.
Oh,
I
I'm so
gotta
hungry.
get me some food after this myself.
Can you make eggs?
Not if we're going on a hike.
Oh, egg on a hike. Egg on a hike.
Not if we're going on a hike, because I want to be able to pack up and get going.
We can pack fried egg sandwiches. Egg, 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 egg.
Melatonin. Melatonin is it's a naturally occurring compound, in your brain, released by your brain. Helps you to feel tired. If I'm not mistaken, that is the chemical that is introduced to help you go to sleep. There's another one that's introduced to help you wake up, and then a third that helps you stay still. It paralyzes you. And when these chemical imbalances are off, that's what can cause sleep paralysis, where you're fed the concoction to wake up, but you still have the paralysis compound in your system. So you're still kind of asleep, and you kind of can't move, but you're also awake at the same time, and you're dreaming in reality. No, melatonin is not the pigment in here. That's melanin.
Pine cones. Guys, what's everybody's favorite type of herbal tea?
Ooh, bad McDonald's is never fun.
Bad
Nah, I had never had issues with it. I was always, unless it was hot, I never really had problems sleeping as a kid. Then when I was like 19 and I started my party years, I never had problems sleeping.
You were always drinking alcohol.
And I was always staying up till like 3 in the morning and just passed out when I was tired.
That's not good sleep.
It was good sleep, man. I was out like a light. It was great sleep.
Not when it's at 3 a.m.
It wasn't like every day, but there were other days too where like I was up partying and stuff, and yeah, I would have to sleep.
Once
and
in every blue moon.
yeah, I worked. I remember I worked construction through all those years. I worked. So, like, I did train myself to go to sleep, and I remember exactly how I did it, and that's the trick. Yes, if you move, if you itch, if you have to open your eyes, you have to start again. But if you can get comfortable and lay completely still for 100 seconds, count backwards and picture every number in your head as you're counting backwards.
Make sure to picture Mississippi too.
You will be asleep before you hit 1. That was an ability I've always wanted to have, too. To be able to sleep whenever I want to, and yeah, I have it.
I don't.
Sometimes it's a little more difficult because I have the same problem you do. Can't get comfortable. I'll lay there for 30 or 40 seconds, and then it's like I have to move. I'm not comfortable. Or I'll open my eyes, or the cat jumps up on something, and I have to yell at him, and
You'll get sleep.
eventually,
If I wasn't
yeah.
medicated, I'd be up for 3 days straight. I envy you people.
Yeah. Again,
No, I'm not trying to complain or anything.
I had
I
to
really
train.
do.
I had to train myself. It's
Me too.
not
because
harder
that's
to do
what
than
school
really anything. I mean, again, you can train your body, your mind. Mind over matter. You can really train yourself to do just about anything. That was always a power that I always wanted, and that is one that I do now have. Is if I need to sleep, I do have a way that I can make myself eventually fall asleep. That's actually a really good question, Sock Goblin. I think it's the same reason that hot dogs and hot dog rolls are sold in different numbers, in different quantities.
I know.
Why is there a D in fridge and not in refrigerator?
Huh?
Bah. What? That was the first thing that came to my head. I don't know why I immediately just bah.
Yeah, be careful with that, Emily, because with Pockets, well, she was actually taking something else at the time. She was taking Xanax, which really wasn't doing her any favors. The doctor failed to fill her prescription before
It was on the counter for
he
3
went
days.
on vacation, so she got cut off of Xanax cold turkey. That combined with her sleep deprivation, she ended up having a psychotic break. Be really careful with not sleeping. Like if you need to, go to a doctor, seek a medical professional, somebody that can help you,
Get some ZQL.
because the
melatonin.
outcomes of that are not good at all.
No, it causes you to have delusions. Get yourself some ZQL or some Tylenol.
Obviously,
PM,
ask a doctor first.
Melatonin. These are
Yeah,
not
I would
over-the-counter
consult.
drugs, Shiloh.
I know.
Thank you.
I would still consult a doctor first, even just before you go pounding over-the-counter medication. Just
And I need a double.
Triple A is always with you
But,
every
like-
day, except for when it's not.
yes,
I want this for my head.
and yes, insomnia can most definitely cause depression.
Yep.
Yep.
Yes,
That's why they medicate me. So I sleep. They give me 3 Seroquel a night.
But also
that's
sleeping too much.
100%. Yep, sleeping too much can
Sleeping too
also
much can also-
make
But
you
my
depressed.
doctor told me getting a
This
little
is
bit of extra
what
sleep
I've
is good
always
for your
said,
heart.
and this seems to be good with everything: sleep, caffeine, everything. When they say everything in moderation, if you really look at life itself, life is based on everything in moderation.
Equivalent
So,
exchange,
yes, there you
friends.
go. Everything is based on the law of equivalent exchange. Everything is a delicate balance. So it's don't do too much of this, but don't do too little of this. Don't do this too much here, but make sure you've got enough over there without too much. Everything's
A scale.
delicately balanced. That depends on the person. And again, I would not like a medical professional, so I don't know how many hours you need but the typical human being needs about between 7 and 9 hours of sleep every single night. That's what a typical human needs.
That's assuming you're a human.
There's some people that can do it off of 6 or 5 or even 4, and they're fine. There's some people that actually need more. Some people that need 10 hours of sleep.
I used to like.
And different age groups sleep different. Children sleep more than adults do.
I remember
So
in,
it's different. But you know, most people aim for 8 hours. That's what most people aim for.
I remember,
National average, yep, sounds about right, is 7. But people should aim for 8. I honestly aim for 6. 6.5. Because I honestly, if I sleep 8 hours, I don't feel good when I wake up. I'm tired. I'm overtired. If I sleep 4 hours, I can't function. But my sweet spot seems to be about 6.5 hours of sleep.
I remember when I was in 3rd grade, I used to sleep like 3 hours, and it was not good. Because I would stay up all night.
I know.
And I'd go to sleep.
But again, what do you say to a child that's getting straight A's in school?
No, not when I was in 3rd grade. I would sneak past you guys and like stay up, and I'm sorry for that. But I used to.
You did a lot of sneaking as a kid.
A lot of sneaking as a kid.
You were clever. That's all right. You've turned out. You're turned out. You're still only 12. You're turning out, Charlotte, to be a very good human being. Children are children. Children are deceptive. Children take money out of wallets and try to buy magazines.
Talk.
And we already did
We're
on a
over
previous.
it.
We did.
We're
I'm just
over
saying.
We're over it.
Children do these things.
Because they're impressionable and
It's-
small, and they don't know anything, and
it's
they have
fine.
no sense of empathy whatsoever.
Yes, but luckily for you, you have a father that has instilled all those things in you in great, vast quantities. So you very much have a very strong moral compass of right and wrong.
Murder, not good. Don't do it unless they deserved it. And that's what my father's
Parenting
taught me.
101.
Is don't kill somebody unless they deserve it. And don't take drugs unless they're free.
Wait, whoa.
He didn't say any of these things, just to clarify. This is all coming
Wait a
out
minute.
of my head.
Oh, boy. Yeah, she's 12. So when I say that she's already, like, you've grown into a good person, like, that's what it is. Shiloh's been a very smart child. She remembers things that I've told her that I didn't even expect her to remember. And she does, with clarity.
Like dopamine and stuff. And other various things that I don't need to remember, but they're kind of just there.
Yup.
Floating around.
Yep.
How rainbows and stuff exist.
Why the sky is blue.
Why the sky is blue. Not because of the ocean.
Yeah. Her teacher in school told...
Everybody thinks that, Dad.
Still.
Everybody.
Still, everybody apparently in school says that the sky
Not
is...
just in school.
The sky is not blue because of the ocean. That would mean that, like, and then, okay, so if you were in Kansas, the sky is less blue than it is if you're on the coast. The sky is not blue because of the water. The water
sky
is
is looking awfully
actually,
green
the
today.
water appears blue because of the sky. If you actually go out on the ocean and look down at the water, most parts of the ocean, water doesn't look blue. It looks black. Sky is not blue because of the ocean. Now I'm going to tell you all the reason the sky is blue. Have you ever seen a glass prism? One of those like glass prisms. Sometimes they have them on like they have pictures of them where there's light going into the glass prism and then it comes out of the prism as a rainbow, right? Comes out as blue and red. Does anybody remember those glass prisms you shine light into and it comes out as all spectrums? This is actually explained to me in physics. is why the sky is blue. This is explaining in physics. Because of the water molecules that we have, the compounds in the air, the elements, oxygen, nitrogen, all that stuff that's floating around in the atmosphere, and the combination, the levels it is, like nitrogen. People think our atmosphere is mostly oxygen. It's not. It's actually mostly, it's like 75% nitrogen. We just breathe the oxygen that's in the air, but our air is actually mostly nitrogen. But it's the compound, the levels of these elements, that when they form water crystals, the vapor in the atmosphere acts like prisms. And when the light hits the prisms, the color that comes out the most is blue. The color that the prisms reflect is blue. That's why the sky is blue. It's not because of the water. It's because of the water crystals in the air, in the atmosphere.
Hello, Mom.
So, I just got this email. You have the big Squatch order that we didn't get.
Yeah.
Those are
That'll be
soaps.
coming tomorrow.
Oh, cool. So my big work with...
So you have your hair care.
That's where all that extra money went that we didn't know. That's
$102.
So they didn't give us the money back. They still just sent both orders.
They were supposed to give me back the $44
But they
one,
didn't.
and they didn't. So you'll get your crypto cleanser sticker, your soap gripper, your
Yay.
scalp
Stickers.
scrubber, and another soap saver.
I'm getting...
So you can keep one in a bag.
I just got a
and
soap
another
saver,
in the shower.
3 soaps.
Now he's
Now
getting
I'm getting 6 more soaps, another soap saver, shampoo,
and
conditioner, deodorant, and
a sticker,
a sticker.
and a scalp
So
scrubber.
I'm going to have
And a
23 different bars of Squatch soap.
Why? We don't need this much soap. You know, people use
This
one bar of
happened,
soap.
all these soaps happened, not the 20, but like I already had like 14 different soaps. And I told Pockets, I said, look, they just came out with banana mint soap. It's banana mint smelling. And Squatch soaps are amazing. I really do like them a lot.
It's hot out.
I hate to sound like, all feminine, but I like the way they make my skin feel. And it's like cologne in a soap bar. Like, I just smell absolutely amazing after using these soaps. But I told her they came out with a banana mint, and I really wanted the banana mint. So she went online and ordered me all these different things and was like, oh, wait, that's the wrong order. And then ordered me all the correct different things. And now because I wanted this 1 bar of soap, I ended up with 9 more bars of soap, 2 soap savers,
have too
conditioner,
much soap.
shampoo, deodorant, and the
deodorant.
soap holder. Well,
I
not
am
the deodorant, but
Definitely stealing some of your soap now. Like, I am
And you'll have
definitely
an
using and
extra-
stealing some of your
You'll
soap.
have an extra soap saver for in the shower. You can put it on the far
what
edge.
soaps are you planning on using?
All of them. I am.
We can't. You're gonna smell like a Squatch man should.
Yes. I'm gonna use all the soaps at one time, and all you're gonna smell is.
I really
slime.
like some of these soaps. Like Pockets got me one. It's called the Mars Bar Brick.
It's got rust in it.
No, they're
I used
they're
it.
they're specifically for like men. I guess I don't know if they're pH balanced for a man, but yeah, probably are. But they're all natural. They're all made with like shea butter and kale and clay and charcoal. It's all natural ingredients. The Mars Bar Brick she gets Somber has Squatch soaps too. He uses them. I can see why that one is his favorite. It's made with iron oxide mica, so basically rust dust,
That's that.
pumice stone, and volcanic ash, along with the other natural ingredients like shea butter and stuff like that. And it's just amazing, and it smells like cinnamon spice, and it's so good. The Area 51 brick's really, really nice smelling. That smells like a desert and prickly pear. There's the wood barrel bourbon. A lot of people like that one the best. As far as reviews go, I can see why. That just smells. It smells like wood barrel bourbon.
Smells like wood barrel.
It's amazing. The Obi-Wan Kenobi Soap of Hope is really good. The Batman collection, Batman and Riddler soaps are great. Another one's right. The pine tar. I just used that one yesterday. That is made with real charcoal and real pine tar. That shower was black. Like, I was running black soap all over the place. Like, it was just... but it smelled, like, amazing. Like, it smelled like I went out into a forest, ripped a piece of moss off of the oldest log I could find, and just used that as a bar of soap. It was so good. I love it.
Forest.
But yeah, the Squatch soaps, like, I definitely recommend them. They're amazing. Shiloh usually uses the Bao Chicka Wow Wow soap, which was
like chocolate strawberries.
it was a Valentine's Day
Sometimes I
edition
want
they
to
came
eat
out
it.
with. It's chocolate strawberry scented soap. It's not made with chocolate or strawberries, but like it's got coconut and stuff in it. But the way it comes together, it smells like a chocolate strawberry, and it's really good.
Yeah, I should have got you another bar of that.
That's what we feel like.
Yes, it's got because my wife uses it too. My wife likes the Bay Rum soap because that just smells like a tropical drink.
Yeah, that's kind of hard.
It smells like pina colada and sand. It's amazing.
I don't even like pina colada.
I hate the taste of pina colada.
No, but it
flavored
smells like
things.
when you go to the ocean. You know what I mean? Like
Popsicle is
when you walk on
disgusting.
the beach, you smell the sand and people's suntan lotion and stuff like that. That smell of the beach.
You can get that
I've
without
never
the
been to
sand.
the beach.
Not the ocean, but you've been to like the beach, like at a lake or something. I've never taken you to a beach.
No.
You went with
No,
Diane.
we haven't.
No,
I
not
thought Diane. Yeah, I thought like a lake beach. You've
No.
taken her to.
No.
Usually when you step on a beach, I'll have to change that. Step on a beach, you smell the hot sand in the water and people's suntan lotion. A lake. I mean, I'll take her to a lake. And that's what that soap smells like. The soap smells like tropical paradise. It's amazing. I
like
love
there
it.
should be parrots everywhere. I like parrots. They go, "Ah!"
You just got a 6-foot.
Parrot?
No.
But yeah, those are some of my. Oh, cold brew cleanse. I have another bar of cold brew cleanse coming. Coffee
Yep.
soap, coffee soap, coffee soap, coffee soap. Dr. Squatch makes a coffee soap. It's called the Cold Brew Cleanse. It's heavy grit because of all the coffee beans that they have like chunked up, like it's ground up coffee inside in the soap. And like I've read up on it, like if you work this to like a lather and let it sit for like 2 minutes, it's the equivalent of absorbing 200 milligrams of caffeine through your skin. Like it is an actual caffeinated soap, coffee soap, and I use it so much that I actually need another bar because I love the coffee
We
soap.
stand the coffee soap. We're big coffee soap stands in this household.
So, but I do have to close out the stream on this wonderfully amazing soap discussion. It doesn't. The coffee soap, Emily, smells like mocha. It's like a mocha smelling
amazing.
coffee soap. It smells really good.
I'm half tempted to use it, but then I don't want to be bouncing off the walls because of the caffeine.
Caffeine soap.
Do that before you go to school.
But
That'd be me. I'd wake up.
Yeah.
I'd be awake.
I'll wake you up. a
yeah,
half an hour
Star Wars
before.
collection. That's what I meant. The Obi-Wan Kenobi soap smells really good. They are all amazing. Like, the only one I have, like, really any left of is the Darth Vader soap. And that's only because I don't use it much, because it's a going out soap. I like to use that if I'm going out somewhere. It's a very noir smelling soap.
Oh,
yeah.
very good with your
Vader
I'm so
smells
proud of your
fancy.
language.
But they all smell absolutely amazing. The Obi-Wan soap, the Wisdom Wash, the Yoda soap, and the Ruthless Rinse, the Darth Maul soap they're all just really good. But yeah, I have the Star Wars collection. Mocha is like a light kind of coffee chocolate.
You know what mocha is? Wait, who doesn't know?
So, Emily.
Emily.
Shiloh
mocha
This is
dip
going
vanilla
out
latte
soap.
chapstick.
It is a going out soap. I told you, they're like bars of cologne.
It
You
smells like
wash up with these soaps and get out of the shower and you just smell absolutely amazing. Head to toe. It's awesome. And they leave your skin feeling great. Big Squatch fan. So is my wife. And that's why, and my wife has gotten me now. I have 23 bars of soaps.
I think
So,
she's-
am I a fan of Squatch? Yes. Is my wife a fan of me using Dr. Squatch? Well, she keeps buying me soaps, so I would say yes.
Do we have AAA batteries?
Actually, the Vader soap is made with charcoal, sand, and chokeberry, which is absolutely hilarious. And with that, I do have to go. I absolutely love you guys. Thank you so very much for stopping in today for Blood and Beans. Please have a safe and happy Sunday, and I hope to see you this coming weekend for the reboot of the Malice Sap.
Heck yeah, man.
So, hope to see you then. Love you guys, and have a fantastic day.